Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can delete blank rows without deleting blank cells in rows with data. So let me explain this scenario to you in more detail. So if you look at my spreadsheet here, you can see I've got, a blank row after every entry of data, right? Now, I don't want these blank rows, I want to delete them. But of course, if I do it one by one, it's going to take me a lot of time. So I can use a go to special functionality to speed this up. So normally what I would do is I would highlight the whole worksheet. So you can just click on this gray triangle in the top left-hand corner to highlight the whole worksheet. You would then go up to the Home tab. And then you would go to the editing group. You would click on the Find and Select command. And then you would click on the Go to Special command. Okay, so this will open up the Go to Special dialog box here. And then to highlight all of your blank rows or your blank cells, you would click on the circle on the left of blanks. So you would select blanks and then you would click OK. Now, when you click OK, as you can see, it's highlighting all the blank cells. Okay, note here that I'm saying cells, not rows. So yes, it's highlighting my blank rows because all of these cells here are blank, but it's also highlighting my blank cells in rows with data. So if you look at row 6, okay, this row has data in it, but there's a blank cell in column D, okay, and it's highlighting that. So in this case, if I go ahead and delete, press the delete command, it's going to not only delete my blank rows, it's also going to delete these blank cells in, rows with data, and I don't want to delete these cells. And of course that would, misplace my data as well. So the alternative to that is you can use a count A formula to only delete the blank rows, not the blank cells in, rows with data. So what you would do is you would create a helper column. Okay, so a helper column is basically a column that you create to help you, to help you achieve what you want, right? So in column G, right at the end, I'm going to put a formula in, okay? And the formula you put in there is equals count A. So you can see it's already suggested that function to me at the bottom. You would then type open bracket, okay? And then you would select your cell range. So I want it to count the cells in this row, okay? So from cell A3 to cell F3, okay? And it's put the cell references in there for me. And then you would close your bracket and then press enter on your keyboard. So what it's returned is it's returned 0. Okay, so it's basically counting how many cells has data or has value in it. In this case, in row 3, none of the cells has data or values, so that's why it's 0. Okay, so what you would do is you would just copy that formula all the way down. So I'm just going to click and hold and drag this cursor all the way down to the end of my data. Okay, and there you go. So I can now start seeing some values. So if you look at the second row, you can see it's saying 6 because all 6 cells in that selection has data. Okay, so what you would do then, I'm just going to put a title in there called helper column. You would then put a filter here. So you can just highlight that whole row. And then to add a filter, you would just go up to the Home tab. You would then go to the editing group and then click on the sort and filter command. And then you just want to select filter. Now that will add filters to all of my column headers. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this drop down arrow in my helper column. and filter this to only show the zeros. Okay, so I'm just going to unselect everything and only select 0 and click OK. And the reason why I'm doing that is because when you filter to show only zeros, it will literally only display the blank columns to you. Okay, so these are all my blank columns that I wanted to initially delete. So now what I can do is I can highlight them like so. I can right click, okay, and then go down and click on delete row. And there you go, all done. So if I now go back to my helper column, click on the drop down field, okay, and then I'm just going to click on clear filter. There you go. So my blank rows have now been deleted, all with the help of my helper column, okay, and the filter. So that's how you would delete your blank rows without deleting your blank cells, okay? So you can see my blank cells in the rows with data are now safe. They've not been touched, and only the blank rows have been deleted. Okay, and then afterwards at the end, you can actually highlight that helper column and you can delete it. Okay, so once your job is done, you don't need this. Okay, so that was the workaround. I hope that's helped. If it has, please do like and share my video. And also you may want to consider subscribing to the channel because I will be posting more videos and more content on a daily basis. So please do subscribe and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.